Hello everyone, my name is Luke, and for this video today we are going to be looking how to test two different data sets on species abundance in RStudio. So I've already gotten the data sets into our commander here, set up biodiversity R. So all that's left to do is actually use the data that we have. If you already know how to do this, that's great. If not, look at previous videos that explains how to get the data into RStudio. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to select one of our data sets as a immunity data set, which is under biodiversity R and in community matrix. The one we're setting as our data set is our bug data for bug data found in streams. So we're going to select that data set and press OK. For the data set, here, we're going to just make sure it's selected as the environmental data that we have. Now that we have our different data selected, we are going to go down to analysis of species as a response. Go up to the first option here, click on that, and we're going to play around with this a bit today. So first one, we're going to do a linear model. We're going to have our response variable be beta. You can either just write it in there or double click it and assume, just drag it. As our explanatory variable, we're going to use pH. For our plot option, we're going to start off with result plot new, and our plot variable is going to be pH. So first we're going to click OK, and then we're going to plot it. Right, so this is the kind of plot you can get with those. As you can see, as the pH starts to rise, so does the presence of beta and different streams. Right, so exit out of that. Next plot we're going to look at is going to be a Poisson model. We're going to keep the rest the same, but we're just going to switch over to Poisson, click OK, plot. All right, so as you can see, still the same basic structure, but it's judging on a different curve. But we're still getting similar results here. Click out of that. Next, let's take a look at a different form here, all the way down to our part. In model options, press OK, click plot. All right, as you can see here, it's a little different. It rises and falls based on different areas. For the most part, the different options we are using is just the method by which it's calculating our, just comparing our data. All right. So we've seen a few different model options. Now let's see how these change up when we change up the plot options. So let's keep it as our model option as our part, but then let's also make our part our plot option. Press OK, plot. As you can see, you get a very different result when you start changing the plot option as well. It's a completely different format. A little bit more complicated to look at, so let's play around with it a little more. Okay, let's change it up a bit more. So let's go back to Poisson model here. We'll keep our response variable the same as just for these examples. We're just looking at how one variable representation is changed. For our explanatory variable, we're going to do pH as well as SO4 here. Just for convenience for myself, I'm going to write it in, but you can use this tab over here. Select it at your leisure. Then we're going to change our plot option to term plot. And we're going to change our plot variable over to SO4. Alright, press OK. And plot. Alright, so we're looking at a different style of plot. We're looking at a different style of, we're looking at a different measurement altogether. So you can see this sort of scatter plot with a line down it. Now let's see if we can't make a small change to this. Instead of looking at our plot variable as SO4, let's change it back to pH and see what we get. So yep, kind of in the opposite direction. As the pH rises, partial for pH will also rise along with it. Kind of just looking at the opposite side of it. All right. Let's just take another look at different plot options that we have. So I'll shift variable plot down here, press OK, plot, and you get another type of plot right here, an added variable plot. So as you can see, there are a lot of different options for what you can look at, the types of plots that you can get. Feel free to just kind of play around with it. Like for instance, you can look at result plot add, or no, you're gonna have to do just a bit of playing around, seeing what works, what doesn't. Like for instance, with the Poisson model, if you try the result plot add, if you see right down there it says F-test with a Poisson family, doesn't work. So the best thing to learn how to do this is just try the things that I've showed you there, try your own different combinations, and see what kind of things you can get. That's all for this lesson today. Feel free to look back if you're confused about anything, and just try your own stuff. Until next time, I've been Luke, and good luck with all your statistics.